Welcome to this week's edition of Yilungelo Lakho. It's your ride. SABC 1 Mzansi for sure. It's everyone's dream to further their education, but access to funding has been the main hindrance to many. For others, it has been a lack of information and applying late. Let's welcome our guests. Mr. Sizwe Nxasana from the Ikusasa Student Financial Aid Program. Unati from Great Match. Gentlemen, a very good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome. Unati, welcome to you.
Thank you so much.
All right, everyone. Baba Nxasana, sitawuqala ngayo ukuthi sichazela abantu ukuthi yini le Ikusasa Student Financial Aid Program nokuthi ke isita bobani.
Ikusasa Student Financial Aid Program kafushane ebizwa ngo-ISFAP.
Yes.
Isiza kakhulu abafundi abasema-university. Asikaqali ukusiza abafundi abaya ema-TVET College njengamanje. Kodwa ke siya lapho mhlambe kulo nyaka lo ozayo u-2023 sobe siqala kancane ukuthi sisize nabafundi abaya ema-TVET College. But ikakhulukazi sisiza abafundi abaya ema-university abayofunda izifundo ezithile. So xhasi nje bonke abantu abaya ema-university ikakhulukazi kufanele uqhamuke emndenini ohola imali engaphezulu kwala izinga la kufundwa khona okusikelwa khona abantu abafundwa uNSFAS. Siyazi ukuthi i-National Student Financial Aid Scheme uNSFAS uxhasa izingane eziqhamuka emndenini ezihola imndeni ehola imali efikela ku-350,000 ngonyaka. Thina ke sibathatha ku-350,000 ngonyaka kuye ku-600,000. Kusho ukuthi umndeni ohola leyo mali ekuleso sigaba ilabo kubantu esibasizayo.
Nawukhuluma ngemndeni ke Baba Nxasana ukhuluma ngababe noma ngamake noma as a collective.
Usho ukuthi umndeni wonke nje.
Umndeni wonke.
Siyasibuke ubaba nomama ukuthi bahola malini. Kwesinye isikhathi ziningi izingane ezifuna ukufunda mhlawumbe uthola ukuthi azinabo abazali zinabantu abayigadile leyo ingane abayibhekelile ama-guardians and so on. So sibuka ubaba lo mali ihlangene.
Yes. Okay. Unat, let me introduce you. Let me also welcome you to this show. Nasikhuluma nge-Great Match. Yini lenhlangano leyo nokuthi yini umsebenzi wendaba?
Great Match wena Simpiwe umsebenzi wethu kakhulu kuba ngumthombo wolwazi for all the information abafundi nabazali abayidingayo ukuze bangene kumaziko emfundo ephakamileyo. Ingakumbi abantwana basuka kumakhaya ahlelelekileyo. Manikwenzela umzekelo mhlawumbe. Uba ndinguNathi ndifuna uba ngugqirha. I-information that is related to medicine ndiyifumana phi? At this point, we're actually struggling with disparities of information across the country. Xa ndifuna ukuba ngugqirha funeka ndiyazi uba seziphi subject funeka ndizenzile. Kufuneka ndizipase kanjani. Ngawaphi amaziko emfundo ephakamileyo azokwazi ukuthi andithathe ngohlobo endithi ndipase ngalo. Naxa sendiwafumene zonke ezinkalo endifuna uzifunda, ndikwazi njani ukufaka isicelo senkxaso-mali, umzekelo, ku-ISFAP. Okanye kumaziko sithi ngamaziko abucala afunda health sciences or related programs. Oyena msebenzi wethu ukuthi njengomthombo wolwazi abantwana bakwazi ufumana zonke izinto ezidibene nezifundo zabo noba singangena njani na kula maziko emfundo ephakamileyo.
Okay, so it's basically an advisory kind of platform ukuthi ke neneluleke an advisor ke bafunze ukuthi ke bangaya kuphi bende ini.
That's correct.
Okay.
So when you think about, in general, in South Africa, the career guidance space, whether you are from esikolweni esithi Quintile 1 to Quintile 3, or isikolo aposithi independent schools, you'd find that abazali apho khona bafumana i-information okanye ulwazi asikwazi ukuthi uba ndifuna ufunda in these 3 different high learning institutions, ndizawukwazi njani at a holistic point from grade 8 right up until grade 12. So indlela ngendlela ezikhoyo ukuze sikwazi ufundisa abantu uba kungenwa njani kumaziko emfundo ephakamileyo noba izicelo zenkxasomali zifakwa njani, usifumana endaweni enye. Loo nto incedisana nento ezininzi. Data costs, iyancedisana futhi noba zeziphi ezinye izinto ezawuthi zidingeke ukuze nikwazi ungena esikolweni.
Okay, all right. Baba Nxasana, lo mnyeke angatibuta ukuthi ingabe i-ISFAP yona ihluke ngani ne-NSFAS ngoba ke bantu abaningi bathi i-NSFAS, not so many people know about ISFAP. Nekuthi are you a financial institution? Do you grant student loans? Do you grant bursaries? Yini kahle kahle lenisita ngako nekuthi ke ihluke ngani kunalamanye amakomiti?
So mawuqhathanisa u-ISFAP kanye no-NSFAS, okokuqala nje njengoba kade ngishilo ekuqaleni ukuthi singena thina la u-NSFAS egcina khona ngoba u-NSFAS mangabe ufaka isicelo sakho sokuthi uxhaswe kuyena kufanele kunezinto ezimbili ikakhulukazi abayibuzayo. Okokuqala ukuthi umndeni wakho uhola malini?
Yes.
Mangabe umndeni wakho uhola imali engaphezulu kwa 350,000 abakwazi ukuthi bakuxhase.
Okay.
Okwesibili baye bakubuza ukuthi usifakeleni isicelo e-university noma mhlambe e-TVET college bakwamukela yini lapho. Kushuthi ilonto zombili. So kanti thina ke la ku-ISFAP njengoba bengishilo ukuthi siqala la u-NSFAS egcina khona ku 350,000 sifike ku imali ewu-600,000. Ikakhulukazi bonke abantu esibafandayo o esibaxhasayo imali abayitholayo amabhasari. Kusho ukuthi leyo mali ayikhokhwa, ayiyona i-loan, ayisona isikweletu.
Oh, okay.
Yonke leyo mali.
Okay.
Kodwa ke ngoba izidingo ziningi kubantu abafuna ukuxhaswa sesiqalile ukuthi labo othola ukuthi mhlambe bahola imali engaphezulu kwa 600,000 and kodwa nabo bayantula mhlambe imali abanayo sikwazi ukuthi labo bafundi abakuleyo ndawo soqala ngolonyaka ozayo ngo2023 sikwazi ukuthi sibaboleke siqala kancane ke kune pilot esifuna ukubona ukuthi lento isebenza kanjani. La sizokwazi ukuthi senze ukuxhaso lalo bantu ngaphandle kokuthi size sithola isecurity kuma parents ngoba isikhathi esiningi mawuye ebank uthi ufuna i-student loan nje mangenza umzekelo isikhathi esiningi bafuna ukuthi umzali wakho afake imali kube yi-security yaleyo loan ezoyithola ukuthi ukwazi uye esikoleni. Thina ke indlela esifuna ukusebenza ngayo ukuthi sikwazi ukuthi sikuxhase ngoba wenza izifundo ezizokwazi ukuthi uthola umsebenzi noma ubamba ingxenye iqhaza la kwezomnotho ukwazi ukuthi wena njengomfundi uyikhokhele leyo loan wena qobo. Kodwa njengoba ngisho ukuthi soqala lolo hlelo ngonyaka ozayo ka2023 njengamanje kusukela saqala ngo2017 yonke imali esixhasa ngayo abafundi i-scholarship, i-bursary, abaze bayikhokhe, i-grant kubona. Enye into ebalekile kuthina ukuthi asixhase nje abafundi kuzo zonke izifundo. Into ehluke kakhulu nje ku-NSFAS. Thina kufanele ngabe wenza izifundo zokuba unjiniyela, zokuba yi-data scientist, zokuba udokotela, zokuba yi-actuary, zokuba mangibala nje izifundo ezigazethwe uhulumeni i-Department of Higher Education and Training njengezifundo ezidingekayo emnothweni waseNingizimu Afrika. Kuthiwa ama-occupations in high demand. So sisebenzisa leyo gazethi kahulumeni sifanda lawo bantu ngoba siyazi ukuthi baningi kakhulu abantu abancane abafundi othola ukuthi bathola imali mhlambe kwa-NSFAS noma kwabanye uthola ukuthi benza izifundo baqede bathola iminyezane kodwa umsebenzi abasawutholi. Inkinga enkulu kakhulu. So sizama ukuthi sixazulule leyo nkinga ukuthi umnotho wase-South Africa mangabe sizokhulisa sidinga amakhono athize sifanda lawo makhono.
Okay, all right, gentlemen, asishiye lapho ke sibambe lapho ke futhi ngibukele siseshelela ngasetitolo. Please do join us after this break. Leli Yilungelo Lakho. Yilungelo Lakho. Somukela futhi mbukele tincingo TV solo tivuliwe ukuthi nawe ungaba ingcenye lenkulumo yethu namhla ungashayela icingo khona manje ku 0117140669 noma ke ku 0117140670 ungasithumela futhi ne-email ku consumer@sabc.co.za nekuthi ke uyifunda kanjani. There's different ways of funding a tertiary education. You can get a student loan, you can go to the banks, you can go to NSFAS, and there's another organization called itself Ikusasa Student Financial Aid Program. Namhla ke sinasizo nxasana chairman wayo siphinza sibe ne grades match yona ke bakweluleka nekuthi ke ngitiphi ke tifundo longatithatha nekuthi ke ungaya kuyiphi i-organization noma ke institution. Now gentlemen, just in continuation of our conversation earlier on, bosichazela ngekuthi ke tinhlobo tebantu leni bafundako noma ke leni basitako ekutheni ke bachubeke nemfundo yabo. Lo tatibuta ukuthi ingabe do you fund bantu laba ku entry level noma ke undergraduate studies noma ke ma postgraduate studies?
So ke ikakhulukazi sifunda sixhasa abafundi abafunda ama-undergrade. In other words, from first year baze baqede izifundo zabo bathole imiyezane yabo.
Okay.
Besingakaqali ke ukuthi sixhase labo asebenza ama-postgrad or honors, no masters, no PhD.
Right.
Kodwa ke sesi benesivumelwano ne-National Research Foundation. I-National Research Foundation ke iyona ebhekeleke kakhulu abafundi abenza honors no masters no doctorate. So sinesivumelana nabo besingakaqali ke kodwa sesoqala ukuthi sikwazi ukuthi sixhase lawo bafundi abafuna ukuqhubeka nezifundo zabo babe nemnyizane mhlambe baze bawodokotela mhlambe mabefuna.
Okay. All right. Nathi asosichazele nge-grades match ukuthi isebenza kanjani. Do you go out there nihambe niyoluleka abafundi ngetifundo tabo noma ke bona betakini? How does it work?
Sure, Simpiwe. So zininzi indlela abafundi nabazali abathi bahlangane nazo no grades match. Indlela yokuqala kusesikolweni. So esikolweni sinezivumelwano nezikolo, sinezivumelwano nohulumende directly with Department of Basic Education, different provincial departments. Xa umfundi eku grade 8 iyadibana no grades match. Grade 9, when they are choosing subjects for the grade 10 or FET phase, bayadibana ngaphakathi eklasini. Ezinye zendlela abathi badibane nazo no grades match ngezivumelwano esinazo nenkampani zabucala kwakhona through seminars, through expos, abafundi bayakwazi udibana nathi. Kodwa eyona ndlela abafundi abakwazi udibana ngayo nathi nabazali, it's online. Okay. So when you go online on bridgeapp.co.za or gradesmatch.co.za, kulapho khona ukwaziyo ufumana at zero rated through Vodacom, MTN and other telcos. Ukuthi ukwazi ufumana njengoba ndisitsho ngumthombo wolwazi ukuqala, ufumana yonke ingxelo edibene nezifundo okwaziyo ungena ngazo e-university kwakunye nenkxaso mali. Okugqibela, xa u-online, for every platform that you can access at a schooling level, uyakwazi ukuthi udibane at different grades for different needs. In addition to that, xa udibana nathi at the university level, not only now are we a portal of information, but we're also a student support through one, academic support. Okay. So if I'm doing accounting, if I'm doing economics, I've got tutors that I can actually access through a marketplace.
Okay.
Xa again nezivumelwano esinazo nenkampani zabucala sikwaziyo ukuthi ezizifundo ukwaziyo ukuzithatha zibhataleka kanjani na. So zindlela ngendlela esithi sikwazi udibana nazo nabazali nabafundi both online naphakathi ezikolweni.
So niyabeluleka ukuthi ke ngitiphi ke noma ke ma-financial institutions lekumele ukuthi baye kuwo noma ukuthi bathathani bamixe isFAP noma NSFAS, niyabeluleka kulelo hlangothi?
So one of the interesting things generally about technology is that now with the use of e-data, we can actually personalize. So again, if I'm interested in engineering studies, ndiyakwazi ukuthi eyona okanye elona khondo endinomnqweno wokulandela is engineering. But through that, now I'm mapped to opportunities that are directly linked to engineering. Okay. So that covers not only at an institutional application level, but also at a funding level. So all the aggregated information, esithi sikwazi uyifumana directly or indirectly through funders, siyakwazi ukuthi unathi is interested in health sciences, Usimpiwe is interested in journalism, Usipo is interested in engineering, but the data is personalized according to interest. And that's what's actually unique about the different platforms and how we can use data in general.
Okay. Baba Nxasana siyathi ke ukuthi ke akusibo bonke laba ngathi lesingathi ke impilo tabo noma ke ma families abo ke anormal. Uthola ukuthi ke lomunye kunetinkinga ekhaya bese ke asakhona ukuperforma kahle esikolweni noma ke uyafaila. When it comes to failures, does funding ISFAB stop noma niyachubeka nabo?
Enye into ISFAB ahluke ngayo kunama basara amaningi akhona lapha ukuthi asitholi nje sifande sixhase abafundi ngemali kuphela. Bonke abafundi bethu baxhaswa nangezifundo okufanele bazenze mangabe mhlawumbe wenza iaccounting noma engineering noma ubudokotela and so on. Uthola ukuthi kuneyingqinamba ohlangabezana nazo njengomfundi esikoleni euniversity. Sinabantu ke abaqashwe uISFAB sibaholela thina njengo-ISFAB abakuwonke lama university la sebenza khona. Abakwazi ukuthi bakuncede bakusize njengomfundi mhlawumbe ufuna indawo yokuhlala. Mhlawumbe uyasokola ngezifundo mhlawumbe ezithize mawuthatha nje mhlawumbe abafundi abenza engineering uthola ukuthi mhlawumbe mabeza ama course ezifundo ezithize ze-engineering basokola lapho you know mhlawumbe ngenxa yezifundo abafika nazo beqhamuka esikolweni. Sinabantu ke abakusizayo ukuthi lezo zifundo ongathi mhlawumbe unenkinga kuzona ukwazi ukuthi uphumelele. Okwesithathu esibone kakhulu ikakhulukazi ngesikhathi seCovid ukuthi abafundi balimale kakhulu ngendlela ukuthi uthola ukuthi mhlambe kufanele baye ekhaya bafunde online kusikhathi bafunda blended in other words kufanele baye esikoleni kodwa mhlambe bahlale la behlala khona basebenzisa ama computer uthola mhlambe idatha banayo yonke leyo nto. Siyabaxhasa abafundi ngayo yonke leyo nto. Labantu esinabo ema university basiza kakhulu ngoba benza ukuthi bonke abafundi abaxhaswa yithina ichance yabo ukuthi baphumelele ibe inhle kakhulu. Manganika nje solo saqala ngo2017 more than 85% abafundi esibaxhasayo bayakwazi ukuthi baphumelele bagraduate. Mangabe uqhathanisa ke lelo nani nabantu abaxhaswa for instance ama bursary la ama inkampani uthola mhlambe only 60% abantu abaphumelelayo. UNSFAS ungaphansi kwalokho. So lokho yakhombisa ukuthi lolu xhaso esilinikayo ngaphezulu kwemali esiyifakayo lele olikhona ukuthi sisize umuntu ukuthi aphumelele liyasebenza ngempela. Ngaleyo ndlela ke sifanda ama students baxhasa ama student mangabe mhlawumbe ubudokotela iminyaka eyisithupha mhlambe uba engineer iminyaka eyisihlanu mhlambe kuba iaccountant iminyaka eyisithathu noma eyi4 sikufanda ngaleso sikhathi ngoba uthola yonke into oyidingayo ngaphezulu kwemali ekwenza ukuthi ukwazi ukuthi uphumelele uqede uthole iminyezane yakho.
Okay. All right, gentlemen, let's leave it there. We'll continue our conversation after the break. Mbukela sisiphinze sishode ngasetolo ke hlala kanye nathi nabe we just joined us. Namhlanje sikhuluma nge-funding for tertiary institutions. Siyathi ukuthi incumbi abantwana ke noma ke bafunzi labanenge balungisela kubhala ke i-matric. So this is the show for you. Ngoba ke batachazela kabantu ukuthi what to do, what subject lines to select and which financial institution to go to. Namhlanje sina ukusasa student financial aid program kanye ne grades match to help you in that regard. Yilungelo Lakho lasizashwika setolo tawubuya khona nyama. Sanibukela futhi bekunene ke well tingote so tivulile ukuthi nawe ngaba ingcenye yalenkurumo yethu namhla ungashayela icingo ku 011-714-0669 noma ke 011-714-0670 ungasithumela futhi ne-email ku consumer@sabc.co.za ungasithola futhi na ku Facebook na ku Twitter. Kepha ngaphambi kokuthi sichubeke nenzaba yethu namhla asasive ukuthi bafunzi bathini ngalenzaba.
Oh, the first challenge is accommodation, you know. Accommodation is real, like because like you don't have that support firstly of accommodation. Secondly, what is it, food, you know, and even toiletry. I remember like when I had to take myself from where I come from, Pretoria, Mabopane, small township, you know, I didn't have accommodation, I didn't have toiletry, but with the little means that my mom and my dad, they provided to me, I was able to, you know, survive.
I'm one of those students who was self-funded, so my father paid my fees himself. It was very tough. I saw other students also who were funded by NSFAS lose their funding during the year. Some of them was due to academic exclusion. Some of them was just because the budget ran out. And you see how they struggle. Afterwards, they drop out of school.
Got any funding, it's very difficult even to get by. I mean, just for today, I have to get to class early in the morning, and I can't afford transport to go back home and return for a later class in the evening. So I either wind up having to cook late on Friday nights or take leftover food because I can't afford to get food here on campus.
There are many students that I know that are suffering from mental health issues because they've just been dropped. You know, LLB students are not being funded anymore by NSFAS. Imagine, like, you do your BA law degree for 3 years, your BCom law degree for 3 years. When it's time to get the final part, the most important element of your degree for you to go out there and get a job and to practice, you're just dropped. You're not funded anymore. Do you get what I'm saying? And that terribly affects people's mental health.
Bafunzi ke labo bekunene ke bachaza ngetinkinga abadibana nato ke in their academic life. Let's take our first caller sinacebo lapha ke eKatlehong. Sakumule hleleni sawubona?
Sawubona msakazi kunjani?
Saphela kunjani baba?
Ngiyaphila mani ngibonge ngetime umsakazi mani. Eshazi lana ngine-issue kanjani. Last year I was using i-NSFAS yabona, so i-NSFAS ayikabhadali isikoloto sami last year, and the institution bengifunda kuyo ibambe i-qualification yami, so it's hard for me to ukuthi ngifune umsebenzi because they need.
So awukakhona graduate and certificate
to report my degree.
Okay, ithini NSFAS? Ithe kunetinkinga kule institution bofunza kuyo noma ke yini letinkinga lebachazela tona?
It's NSFAS because I've been reporting the issue to the financial office. But the NSFAS kwamele settle ama-debts wethu yabona, so sibaningi listing. So this issue has been happening throughout the year, and manje since ngingasebenzi ngihleli ngenxa ye-NSFAS, so it's NSFAS basically.
Okay, Cebo siyabonga kakhulu ke kusishayela. Sinaye ke chairman we-ISFAB. Njengoba sowuvile ke nxasana lapha ukuthi ke most of the students bakhala ngetinkinga labadibana nato ke. Nangena Cebo ukhala ngekuthi ke i-NSFAS akakhona ukubhadala ke le university bekafunza kuyo, so they've withheld i-qualification yakhe. Ukuthi ke kusuke kuya ngani vele, we're not going to involve NSFAS ngoba abekho lapha, we're not going to talk about NSFAS, but kusuke kuya ngani nje uthola ukuthi ke i-institution or a financial institution bese isakhona ichubeka ibhadale and the funding just stops along the way.
Well, izizathu ziba ziningi. Kwesinye isikhathi uthola ukuthi abaxhasi abaningi abayikhokhi yonke imali edingekayo, lokho kuthiwa yi-full cost of study, ngoba udinga imali yokufunda, udinga imali yokuhlala, yokudla, yamakhompyutha, yokuhamba, i-transport, na zonke idingo zakho njengomfundi. So isikhathi esiningi uthola ukuthi mhlawumbe uxhaso bakhokhele kuphela ukufunda, indawo yokuhlala bayikhokhele. Lo mali uyikoleta i-university. Kwesinye isikhathi uthola ukuthi mhlambe khona amakhozi oke wangaphumelela kuwona, uthola ukuthi njengo-NSFAS nje mhlambe bafanda lokho kuthiwa N+2 or N+1. N+2 N+1 kusho ukuthi i-record time nonyaka ongaphezulu owodwa noma iminyaka emibili. Uthola ukuthi mhlambe khona la uqhuzuke khona, mhlambe uzothatha isikhathi eside, uthola ukuthi mhlambe sebeyakuyeka abasakufani, kodwa usakoleta i-university ngaleso sikhathi. Engikwaziyo ke ukuthi ungqongqoshe wezemfundo ephakeme wayekhulume nama-university ukuthi ama-university noma ungagraduatanga kusho ukuthi ungayitholanga iminyezane, ama-university kufanele akunikeze i-transcript yakho khona uzokwazi ukuthi uyofuna umsebenzi, ngoba ningi abantu abahleli njengoba adesho nje oshayile. So yilo ke ngikwazi, kodwa ke asazi ukuthi ama-university noma ayakulandela yini lokho.
Okay.
Ngoba lokho kungasiza abantu abancane abaningi othola ukuthi baqedile ukufunda kodwa bazi ukuthi ama-certificates abanawo abakwazi ukuthi bahambe bothola umsebenzi nawo ke leyo.
So ISFAB, does it operate the same way? Ukuthi ke nabo nangabe kuneti nalama issues lo raisile lapha ukuthi nabo bese ke bayema ke ukufunda.
So njengoba kade ngishilo ukuthi thina sikunika lonke uxhaso oludingayo. Sikuneza imali yokudla, imali yokuhlala, imali yamakhompyutha,
stationery,
imali yonke into oyidingayo. Nemali engaphezulu ukuthi uthole i-allowance ukuthi mhlambe uma uney'dingo ey'thize ezibalulekile kakhulu ukuthi uqede ukufunda uyakwazi ukuthi uthole leyo mali.
Okay.
And ngaphezu kwalokho khona umfundi nje oshilo la ukuthi uthola ukuthi ikakhulukazi abafundi bahlukumezela kakhulu.
Yes, yes.
Baney'nkinga siyazi ukuthi for instance indaba yokufunda uhlala kwenye indawo ekude nasekhaya abafundi balahlekelwa abazali ngeCovid nangezinye izinto uthola ukuthi awusakwazi ukuthi ufunde kahle. Thina-ke kwa-ISFAB siyakwazi ukuthi sinama-psychologist abantu abakwazi ukuthi bakusize njengomfundi udile nalo zinto lokuthiwa i-mental health. Eyinto enkulu kakhulu ikakhulukazi kubafundi ema-university ukuthi sikwazi ukuthi sikusize njengomfundi ukuthi ukwazi ukuthi uxazulule noma ukwazi ukudila nalezo zinto ezikwenza ukuthi mhlawumbe ingqondo yakho ungakwazi ukuthi uconcentrate ey'fundweni zakho. Ngalokho-ke that's why sikwazi ukuthi si-produce ama-results awo ngaphezu kwa-85% ama-student ethu akwazi ukuthi aqhubeke agraduate athole imisebenzi noma avule amabhizinisi noma yini abafuna ukuyenza emva kwalokho.
Okay. Now unathi, do you get a sense ukuthi-ke bafundi labaningi bayati ngetindlela letiningi letingabasiza ekutheni bafund in terms of bursaries, student loans, especially in the previously disadvantaged backgrounds?
I wouldn't say currently disadvantaged backgrounds. So kungelishwa Simphiwe that impendulo nguhayi. Xa ujonga abafundi abasuka kwizikole ezihlelekileyo nomfundi osuka edolophini ulwazi lohlukile kakhulu. Andiyazi uba bangaphi abafundi ngonyaka abathi xa uqalayo unyaka mali plus nonyaka lona wezifundo abathi mna bendingayazi uba i-accounting mhlawumbi sisifundo endinokwazi usifunda kodwa ndiyabona ngoku kwiziphumo zam uba ndiyakwazi ungena e-Wits. Injongo yethu kukuba xa senze umthombo wolwazi not only at a short-term fix, but at a long-term fix. Umfundi xa eqalayo kanye ungena pha e-high school at a grade 8 level akwazi ufumana ulwazi olunxulumene okokuqala nezidingo zakhe nazo zonke izinto athi unomnqweno wokwazi uzazi. Asikwazi ukuthi umfundi kufuneka afunde ngolwazi only at the end of high school. We need a structured plan right from an early age apho khona umfundi azokwazi ukuba zeziphi izifundo funeka ndikwazile uzithatha, zeziphi inkalo endizakwazi uzithatha, yeyiphi inkxasomali enokwazi ufaka isicelo sayo ngokweminqweno yam nangokuphumelela kwam. So kakhulu abafundi abasezilalini, abafundi abasezilokishini ngenxa yezinto ezohlukehlukeneyo abanalo ulwazi oluphangaleleyo including ootishara. Ingakho ke ngokokwazi kwethu nokokwenza this organization and these applications that we built, that dissemination of information ikwazi ufikelela nakwezo ndawo ebekuthi ngamanye amaxesha ulwazi lungakwazi ufikelela.
Okay. You know, Inati, your organization, Great Match, it's safe to say, would see ilbloho, no mage bridge, le connector, matriculants, metric with academic institutions or tertiary institutions. So, you know, in that process, so much needs to happen. So much needs to be done in terms of advisory. And Babingwasa and Lapa raised a very important point, that of mental health. And, you know, that's a very key component in terms of getting students to decide on what field of study to embark on. So do you work with organizations such as SADC or those offering mental health for students and financial institutions and the academic or the tertiary institutions themselves?
Njengokuba uTata uNxasana esitsho, one of the ideas that we have been piloting is that abafundi xa sebengenile kula maziko emfundo ephakamileyo inkxaso ingabikho ngokwezimali kuphela. Siyazi academically, mentally students need advice, need support. So ngokokusebenzisana kwethu with partners bakhona abantu esebenzisana nabo ukuthi abafundi by all means trying to avoid what we call dropouts or attrition at high learning institution.
Okay.
So partnership models, not only with tutors as an example, but with psychologists and counselors, plus social workers and other institutions, where we're actually piloting wraparound services.
Okay.
Bakhona abantu abancedisana nabafundi esithi sikwazi ubafaka kulo maziko emfundo ephakamileyo.
Okay, okay, good stuff. Gentlemen, let's leave you there and we'll take another break. Mbukele Yilungelo Lakho. To take part, please do call us on our participation lines on your screens right now, 011-714-0669 or 011-714-0670. Our email is consumer@sabc.co.za or catch us on our social media platforms. Yilungelo Lakho, namhla ke sikhuluma ngendlela etinengi lo ngathi tfola kuze uthi usitakale ukuthi kuchubeke nemfundo yakho ma institutions of higher learning. Asase ke likhefu sawuphinza sibuye emva kwalokho. Welcome back. Sakumula futhi mbukele ke tincingo tethu solativuliwe and these are participation lines. They are on the screens. I hope they'll pop up. There we go. 011-714-0669 and 011-714-0670. These are participation lines. Shaya licingo ungabuta ke umbuto noma ngabe yini ofuna ukwathi ngendlela ngendzaba ye tertiary education nekuthi ke ungathola kanjani usito in terms of funding for your tertiary academic studies. Ungathumela futhi ne-email ku consumer@sabc.co.za or catch us on our Facebook or Twitter. We've got our next caller, Sina Julia, ulapha eBramfisher. Sakumule hlelweni sabona Julia.
Sawubona mina kanjani?
Siyaphila kunjani mama?
Siyaphila nathi.
Khuluma nathi mama.
Mina ngumntali wemntwana lo wenta third year e-university.
Okay.
Manje ngifuna kubuta ukuthi bayabasida yini bantwana labahlangana nema-problem ukuthi mase baphakathi e-university bangabe basaphasa njengoba bebaphasa. Manje bantwana bese baba nema-problem psycho afuna kuyekela in the middle of the year.
Yeah. So uyambhadalela make noma une scholarship noma ke-bursary?
Uku-NSFAS babe.
Oh, okay. So isachubeka isambhadalela ne-NSFAS?
Isambhadalela manje yena nje sowuphelela amandla ukuthi sekumatima sekenyukela.
So ubuta ukuthi ke isFAP yona iyabasida yini kulolu hlangothi in terms of ukuthi ufuna kuchubeka yini umntwana wakho noma ufuna kwenda njani?
Uyafuna kuchubeka manje so letha down ngilokuthi akasaphasi njengoba.
Oh, okay. All right. Mike Julia siyabonga kakhulu kusishayela mama. Thank you so much for your call.
Yabonga baba.
Okay. Ngiyathemba ke ukuthi ke uvile lo mbuto lo ke banxasana and it's a problem that's faced by so many students.
Yeah.
So isFAP ingena kuphi ke lapho?
Kwa isFAP asikwazi ukuthi sibasize abantu abangaxhaswa yithina ngemali ngoba kulikhulu kakhulu ngoba baningi asinawo ama resources anele ukuthi si support ama students afundwa NSFAS nabanye. So sixhasa kuphela lawo ma student afundwa yithina.
Okay. Asasithi ke Sipho sasengiyabekisa ke Sipho uku second year bekafundwa iNSFAS. Yabe seyiyekela for different reasons. So can you take over noma ke niyakhona kubafunda ema students lasemkhathini kwe degree yabo?
Yeah, kuyenzeka lokho ukuthi sikwazi ukuthi sixhasa ama students aseminyakeni mhlawumbe wesibili nowesithathu nowesine and so on. Kuya ke ngokuthi ngoba kuneyinkampani nabaningi abasixhasayo thina. So imali siyithola einkampanini kanjalo. Kusho ukuthi ke zikhona inkampani ezithi no mhlambe le student sesifuna ukuqada mhlambe sisenyakweni wesibili noma sisenyakweni wesithathu sikwazi ukuthi sithathe lo mfundi ke simsupport simxhase akwazi ukuthi aqede izifundo zakhe.
Okay. Alright. Unathi ke we heard earlier on ke some of the students bakhala amongst other issues indzaba ye residence nekuthi batawuhlala kuphi. So where does Great Match come in lapho?
Sure. Wena Simphiwe eminye yemicelimngeni abathi abafundi badibane nayo kanye bahlangane nayo eyenza ukuthi bangakwazi nophumelela xa sebeqalile indaba yendawo yokuhlala. You must even think about it yourself on a day-to-day basis, how important it is, the space that you're in, right? So, xa umfundi okokuqala simfakela isicelo kumaziko emfundo ephakamileyo siyamfakela nesicelo esi se-residence, indawo yokuhlala yangaphakathi e-university. Kuyenzeka ke ngenxa yabafundi abaninzi abathi bafake izicelo, indawo zokuhlala zigcwale msinya ngaphakathi ezi-university. Kukho what we call independent residences that we have agreements with. Apho khona sikwaziyo ubabhatalela khona ukuba umfundi is covered by one of the bursars that we actually support.
Okay.
So ndenze umzekelo ndithi xa umfundi esuka eMpumalanga esiya eMpuma Kapa akana mama akana tata akanawo mhlambi na akana mhlambi nomhlobo ohlala kufutshane kunasemthatha kodwa uyofunda izifundo zokuba ngugqirha. One of the agreements that we have with independent residences that are approved by institutions is that abafundi abo bathe bangakwazi ufumana indawo yohlala bakwazi uhlala, and then from our side we actually pay on behalf of students through those agreements. Ibalekile kakhulu indawo yohlala xa ungumfundi ufunda usuka kude ngoba udinga indawo ezaba conducive for area of study, just in general. Yeah.
Right. Mr. Nxasana, it's a very important discussion in terms of accommodation. Ngoba siyazi ukuthi ke bafundi labanenge yaba affecta i-performance yabo ukuthi uhlala la eJozi kepha ke ufunza e-University of Pretoria ne-commuter ke each and every day, and there's some great difficulty in terms of getting accommodation enzaweni noma ke letfudana lapho bafunza khona ukuthi ke isifab yona ke ibasita kanjani.
Thina ke indlela esebenza ngokuthi sinezivumelwane ama-agreement nama-university la sifunda khona ama-students.
Yes.
Ukuthi bonke abafundi abaxhaswe yithina isatha kufanele bahlale ngaphakathi e-university. Uma behlala ngaphandle mhlawumbe indawo isiphelile kufanele kube izindawo ezi-approve zagunyazwa ileyo university.
Okay.
Ngoba lokho kubaluleke kakhulu ngoba uthola nje obesho nje unathi ukuthi uthola ukuthi kwesinye isikhathi abafundi bahlala ey'ndaweni ezingafanele ngempela, uthola ukuthi mhlawumbe basemngozini, indawo ezingekho esesimweni sokuthi umuntu akwazi ukuthi afunde kahle, kunomsindo, kunabantu abenza zonke izinto lezi nemkhuba le. So kubaluleke kakhulu kuthina ukuthi mangabe uxhaswa yithina njoba sinezivumelana ne-university uhlala ngaphakathi, mangaba uhlale ngaphakathi mhlawumbe indawo isiphelile uhlala endaweni egunyaziwe yileyo university.
Okay. All right. Let's take our next caller. Sinalo Ndiwe lapha eNewcastle. Sakumukele Ndiwe, sawubona.
Sawubona kunjani, khuluma noLondiwe.
Siyabakhulu ukushayela. What's on your mind? Khuluma nathi sisi.
Mi final year University of Free State. So bangidile for a second semester. Ngifuna ukwazi ukuthi ngizakala kanjani ukuthi kuvumelekile ukuthi umuntu exoshwe nje ukuthi akakwazi ukukhokhela. Because akekho umuntu ongikhokhelayo ngiyizabela mina NSFAS.
Bakunikile izathu ukuthi bakudiregisteleni?
Bangiregister to bangisendele i-email ukuthi ngoba ngikhonanga ukukhokha.
Ngoba ukhonanga kwenda njani asikakuva kahle lapha?
Angikhonanga ukukhokha imali lengiyiteletayo ama-fees ami. Ama-tuition fees. It was 92,000. I only managed to thola 60,000. Njengoba ngikoleta 40,000. But bangimisile angisaqhubeka ukufunda. Kusho ukuthi sengeze ngifunda next year second semester. Because ngifele ngabaleki ba second semester kuphela.
Sure. Okay, Londiwe siyabonga kakhulu ukushayela ke, sathemba ukuthi ke baba Nxasana kanye ke na unathi September bataba nemphendvulo ke kulelo hlangothi ke. But for now let's take a break. We'll be right back. Leli Yilungelo Lakho. Welcome to a very final segment. About funding for tertiary education. Earlier we had Londiwe and I want both of you gentlemen to maybe assist. Londiwe angenda njani ukhuluma ke nge-deregistration nakuthi ke isifab yona iyabasida yini lapho nangabe student has been deregistered as a result of financial exclusion.
Kunzima kakhulu kulawo bafundi ngoba uzothola ukuthi i-financial exclusion lokuthi abafundi uthola ukuthi mhlawumbe khona imali ayikoletayo usezama akuzama ukuthi araise imali ukuthi akhokhe leso sikweletu kodwa mhlawumbe akaphumeleli ukuthi akhokhe yonke imali. Into enzima kakhulu ngoba njoba eshilo nje uLondiwe ukuthi ama-university avela bese yakuderegister. So enama bursary afana no-ISFAP thina kwa-ISFAP asikwazi ukuthi sikusize kufanele ngabe sikusize ekuqaleni so
okay.
noma sikupick up mhlambe sakwazi ukuthi sikuncede from second year no third year mawusuze waqeda o wathola ukuthi awusakwazi ukukhokha asibe sakwazi ukusiza ngoba uthola ukuthi kube seku complicated njengoba kade ngisho ukuthi thina akulona nje uxhaso lwemali kuphela kufanele thina njengoba sithola imali einkampanini ukuthi sikwazi ukusiza abafundi kufanele sikunikeze imali yokuhlala sikunikeze imali yokudla sikunikeze imali ama-computer sikunikeze i-allowance nayo yonke leyo nto kanti mase sikhokha isikweletu nje akuselula
alright unathi ungamsita kanjani ke
umba kalondiwe ngumba onzima kakhulu abathi abafundi bahlangane nawo eminye imibuzo benqwenela ke nombuzo ba mhlawumbe ubefundwa nguNSFAS na ngaphambili okanye bebe ekhaya bebembhatalela ngokwabo na ngoba indlela ngendlela abathi abafundi bakwazi ukuraise ngazo i-funds after academic exclusion sohlukile zikhona indlela zokwenza appeal inside institutions so there's a formal process for appeals but zonke indawo zohlukile uba i-appeal yenziwa kanjani and then we have what I suspect what Ulondiwe was talking about that maybe she did crowdfunding where njengomfundi ndithi in public ndicela 40,000 rands and ndicela kubantu abahlukahlukeneyo. The issue of financial exclusion in general is one of the issues that actually needs to be addressed because that's one of the factors ezenza ukuthi sibe ne-historical debt apho khona abafundi bangakwazi ukuqhubeka nezifundo zabo. Zikhona ke ezinye inkampani zabucala ezikwaziyo ubhatalela historical debt but those are campaigns that are ad hoc. Those are not campaigns that are sustainable in general. So when you go to our platform, you can actually find ad hoc campaigns at times where we actually advertise like this is an initiative by X organization for students that are in debt. So from time to time, you actually do find organizations that run ad hoc student debt campaigns. But those are not sustainable solutions to historical debt.
All right, let's take our final caller. Nandi, ulapha ke East London eMonti. Nandi, sakumole ehleleni sabona?
Sabona Putsentwiwa, how are you? Yes, quick one.
Yes.
My child goes to AFDA. Now, I would like to find out if ikusasa would be able to assist abantu abaku private institutions because NSFAS doesn't assist us because we're in private institutions. Second question, I would like to find out if they are able to pay arrears because I've been paying it from my own pocket. The whole year. He's a first year student at AFDA.
Okay, Nandi, thank you so much for your call. Baba Nxasana, just a quick one.
No, njengo-NSFAS nathi sixhasa kuphela ama-student afunda kuma-public universities. So ama-private universities ngesho elikhulu asikwazi ukuthi sibaxhase.
Okay. Lomunye umbutho ubutenge ukuthi ke ma-arrears nakhona kubasida.
Njengoba ekade eshayile uLondiwe. Mawusuze nama-arrears singakwazanga ukuthi sikuxhase kusukela ekuqaleni. Asibe kuba kunzima kakhulu ukuthi sikwazi ukuxhasa so asibaxhasi lapho.
Okay. All right. So ama-applications avulekile for next year?
Yes, kade avula ama-application njengoba kade bebonisa khona la kumabonakude mangabe nje uya ku-website isfap.co.za uyakwazi ukuthi ufake isicelo sakho.
Okay, so the starting point kungena nje ku-website?
Ungena ku-website kufanele ngabe u-applyile e-university then bese siqhubeka lapho.
Okay. Unathi, how do we get hold of the Great Match?
www.bridgeapp.co.za for matriculants because those are the students that are going into tertiary institutions kulo nyaka uzayo. Njengoba benitshilo eyona njongo yethu kukuthi we have long-term planning. So for grade 8 to grade 11, free to use platform, more than 400,000 users, www.gradesmatch.co.za.
Okay, just as a parting shot, what is it that learners should know before embarking on an academic journey?
What is it that I want to solve? What am I passionate about? How am I performing in the subjects that are requirements to what I want to pursue?
Okay.
But what's generally most important in career guidance is long-term planning. And understanding that the decisions that you make over time can actually be changed. The more information you get, the better you research, the better the outcomes at the end of the day.
Okay. Yeah. Baba Nxasana, your closing words?
Into engayisho nje engiyibona kakhulu ngiyayibona ngisho ezikolweni lezi zami engirana officialization ukuthi abafundi isikhathi esiningi uthola ukuthi mhlawumbe ufuna ukuye university ethize uapply lapho kuphela apply izifundo ezodwa kuphela yilapho ke inhlelo ezifana no Grace Match ezibaleke kakhulu ngoba kufanele indawo zabafundi ema university kakhulukazi zilimited kakhulu uzothola ukuthi mhlambe njengoba nje siyayisizwe mangabe uminister ungqongqoshe we-basic education announce ama results uthola ukuthi mhlambe kunama bachelor's pass mhlambe awu 250,000 kodwa indawo ezikhona ema university uthola ukuthi mhlambe zu 100,000 so kusho ukuthi kufanele uapply endaweni ezihlukene uzinikeza ama option njengomfundi.
All right, unfortunately gentlemen we are out of time but great discussion, great interview. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Kwanye mbukele ke sesifikile ke emaphethelweni ehlelo lethu namhlanje ngibonge ivakashi lethu ngesikhathi sabo ngekuba nathi ngithanza kubonga kanye nani ngibabukele ngekuba nathi kuze kube ngimanje asihlangana futhi ke ngesikhathi lesitako lapho ke sitobe sinilethela ke lenye ke indzaba litawuthinza wena njengemthengi. From me Simphiwe Ngcongwane and the rest of the team sizinisale kahle, wishing you a great week ahead. Cheers.
Yilungelo Lakho